Hello and welcome back to the Fire Burns Within channel. It's review time. The first review of 2025. It's the brand new Tremonti studio album number 6. He's very prolific, that Mr. Tremonti. Albums on a regular basis from that guy, either from Alter Bridge or his solo band. Creed is yet to release anything, but we're not too worried about Creed because I prefer him in Tremonti and Alter Bridge. But I consider myself a huge Tremonti fan. I've seen them live 4 times, I think. Definitely 3 times, possibly 4. I can't remember. I used to go to so many gigs, it all becomes hazy, cloudy. Anyway, I consider myself a big fan. Like, I've got all the albums. I watch out for them. I've been to see them live. I really like his style in his solo band. I think it's got a little bit of the Alter Bridge sound, but it's got a thrashier, heavier, more modern sound, if you like. So I like that as well. So I was really looking forward to this album. Although I must admit, when I heard the lead singles, I was like, not too sure. Let's see. I mean, I had hope, but I wasn't too sure. And my first couple of listens of the album, I was like, this is going to be hard work. And I saw Lee's review at Iridium Reviews. Lee, he really liked it. He thought it was excellent. He'd only heard it a couple of times at that point as well, but then he heard it more, and in the comments he said he loved it. I wrote in the comments that I was disappointed. I thought it was the most disappointing. Well, not the most disappointing, but it was a disappointing first couple of listens, let's put it that way. But I knew I had to try harder with this one. I knew straight away that it wasn't going to be a piece of cake to enjoy this. This is going to have to be listened to because it's sort of moodier, darker. It's not as thrashy. It's sort of more like Creed, it's not even like Alter Bridge. I don't know. It's really sort of moody, really introspective. The lyrics are really deep. It's really personal. So on. Anyway, let's just do a quick song by song. The album opens with The Mother, the Earth and I. It took me a while to get into this. I quite like it now. I think it's a decent tune. It took a while to grow on me. At first, on hearing it as an opener, I was expecting some fire, some rush, the Tremonti edge, but it wasn't there. It was so moody, and it was the lyrics are very personal, very I don't know, downbeat, a little bit pessimistic. I don't think Mr. Tremonti has got too much to be happy about these days. I don't know why. He must be doing very well, financially speaking. But anyway, world view wise, he's sort of slightly down in the dumps. But anyway, let's go to track 2 one more time. It's heavy, but the hook is just not hitting the spot for me. I don't know. It's really heavy, but it's I don't know. It's slightly depressing. I don't know. It's just not hitting me. Maybe it needs even more plays than the 5 or 6 I've given it. Track 3 is called Just Too Much. This is very heavy and doomy opening riff. That opening riff is like, it's crushing. It's so heavy, but it's not to my taste. It's I don't know. I just want those energetic runs, I guess, that the old Tremonti albums had. Or I do like the Tremonti ballads, but I don't know. This song, it's yet to wow me. It is heavy though. If you like it really heavy and grungy and grindy, you will like it. Track 4 is called Nails. It's It's the first track I like a lot. You know, this is another super heavy riff that kicks this song in. It's sort of, I don't know, it's just much better for me. It's got a great energy to it. The vocals are much nicer, much brighter, much catchier. I mean, it's still really heavy though as well at the same time. Track 5, It's Not Over. This is a moody, dark ballad. I like this one. I like it. It's a bit sort of, at first it sort of catches you off guard with the slow grunginess to it, but then it sort of builds up into a nice melodic tune. So I do like that song. Track 6 is The End Will Show Us How, the title track. I like this from the beginning, but the more I listen to it, the more I like this track. This track really grows. It really builds well. It's just a very cool track. It's got those typical Tremonti traits where it's sort of got these sort of heavy-ish guitars, and they sort of chug along and they build along and they go to a different place. It's like the build that I keep talking about. It uses that a lot. I do really like that. Track 7 is Tomorrow We Will Fail. Don't like the verses too much, but I do quite like the chorus on this. The chorus is okay. On the whole, the song is okay. It's not amazing. It's sort of a heavy-ish tune. It's very reminiscent of the rest of the album, actually, but it's just, maybe it needs some spark in my ear to get me to like it, but it hasn't fully got there yet. Track 8 is called I'll Take My Chances. This is the first time we hear the old school Tremonti sound, you know, the really fast, thrashy, almost intricate riffing. First time we hear it. Chorus is very good. I like it. Big chorus, big thrashier number. Good stuff. This is the Tremonti that I like to hear. Track 9. This was a surprise to me. The Bottom. I think this is my favourite song on the album. I just love this tune. I love the build again, the build. And then the chorus. I think the chorus is one of the catchiest, if not the catchiest on the album. I think the chorus is excellent. Easily one of my top 3 tunes. Track 10, Live in Fear. Not feeling this song. Not really feeling it. I do think it's improved a little bit, but it is a heavy song as well, and it does have a little bit of pace to it, like the old Tremonti songs, but the chorus doesn't really do anything for me. I mean, I'll keep listening to it when I'm listening to the album. I won't like skip the song, but it doesn't wow me. Track 11, Now That I've Made It. This is a moody song. Very deep, moody, slow song. Grungy, downbeat. Almost hypnotic for a while. The chorus is sort of quite big in the Tremonti style. It sort of rouses itself up like he does in a lot of songs. I mean, I do like the song, but it's downbeat. It is moody or what. It is sort of dark. But it is good. It is good. Don't get me wrong. It is good. The final track on the album is All the Wicked Things at 6 minutes 2 seconds. It's the longest track. Again, it's got that slow build, the heaviness. It's quite typical of the album, you know, to give you the moody, slow build, little bit of crooning from Tremonti himself, and then the big, heavy riffs, ripping solos. Actually, I haven't talked much about the guitar work on the album. It's sort of slightly understated at points, and then it is heavy as well. It's sort of grindingly heavy. It could even be the heaviest Tremonti album, this one, in terms of just the sonics. It's like ball-bustingly, grindingly heavy. It's like grunge to the max. Grunge metal, I don't know what you want to call it. But the title track, the song seems to be lyrically very dark, very devoid of hope. It's like Tremonti's like had enough of this world, all the wicked things in this world. The song is good. It's not my favorite, but it is good. It's just a solid final track on the album. There you have it, the full rundown of the new Tremonti album. The end will show us how my top 3 tracks are Nails, the title track, and The Bottom, which is my favorite track. There's some other good tracks. There's some so-so tracks which I'll probably never really be a fan of. In terms of their discography, I would say that this is ranking towards the end. Maybe not completely last. And it might grow a little bit towards, say, 4th, I don't know, 4th, 5th, the more I play it out of their 6 albums. But it's definitely not in the top 3 quite. It's not there. It's just a different style of Tremonti. It's more grungier, less thrashy, harder to get into, more doomy, more deep lyrics. Tremonti's voice, he's in top form. I mean, his voice is very good. It's just not, I don't know, some of the big songs from the previous albums are not really prevalent this time. It's a different mood, different vibe. There you have it. My overall rating for the album, I mean, it's still very good. It's a very good album. It's just not completely amazing. My rating is 7.5 out of 10. I probably would stretch to an 8 the more I play it. These songs might get under my skin a little bit. 8 could be fair. 7.5 at the moment is fair. All right, that was my first review of the year. Out.